Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined me today for another vellum idea. This week, I'm going to be using the Enduring Beauty stamp set. That's a big, beautiful image. I have a piece of vellum that's the same size as a panel. I have my white that's a panel. And I have my card base that's Blueberry Bushel. I have some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I have 2 alcohol markers. This one is Alpine Aster, and this one is Jade. So those are the markers. I am going to take and I'm going to pull in my Misty, and I'm going to take off all my, can't think, magnets. There. Now, I have to line this up with where this is. So let's see. It's got to come down some and over some. A little bit more. I didn't want it too close. Well, actually, I think that'll work. So I'm going to put that one there to help hold this in place. I'm going to put one here. And then the last one, I'm going to put there. And it's far enough away that I think it'll work. Okay, I'm going to take my ink pad. And the reason I'm using a Misty is when you stamp on vellum, you can sometimes smear it. So, all right. See when you pull it up? And I'm thinking that might be perfect because I've moved it and I don't want to chance it. I'm going to leave it. All right, I have to dry this. Okay, as you can see, this is curled up. I did try heating the back side of it, and that helped a little bit. All right, I'm going to put those magnets where they belong, and this I'm going to just move aside. And I'll deal with it later. Now, I have a scrap piece of paper. When you do this, you want to color on the back side. And I'm going to have to move it up here. All right, so let me start with my blue. Oops, wrong end. I want the brush end, if I can get it off. And I'm not going to do anything different with this. I'm just going to color the back side. I am coloring each flower individually just because I can color that one and then I can move over here to this one. So it gives it a chance to dry some. The alcohol markers do evaporate better than ink, so you have a better chance of not smearing it. All right, now, okay, I'm seeing this as a bud, so I'm going to color it. I'm seeing this as a bud, so I'm going to color it. Probably could have colored that darker, but that's all right. All right, here's another bud. And then I have one more flower here. Okay, these are petals for this flower. And the reason I know is the leaves all have lines in it. So I can go with that. And okay. Now, I will tell you when you oh, I got the big one in the middle. What am I doing? Totally missed that one. When you color this on the back side, you want to go with a color, a fairly dark color. And the reason being is the vellum is going to mute it some. When I picked out the first color for this, I picked out a really pale color and didn't show up. And let me show you what I mean. All right, now I'll blow on it a bit. All right, I'm going to hold it up, but see how it shows up? So keep that in mind. And I got a spot here. Oops, wrong end. A spot here that's needs some color. So I'm going to add a little more. All right, now I'm going to do my leaves. Nope. And I'm going to start up here. The other thing you have to be careful of also is not to go outside the stamped area because it will show up like in there. All right, let me get this. I hope this green is dark enough. I may need to flip it over and see. Yes. Okay. And if you have any stems, get your stems. All right, here's this. And that. And we're almost done. Now I will hit this with the heat tool real quick, only because I want to make sure it's good and dry. All right, we're getting there. All right, now let me hit this with the heat tool and I'll make sure I didn't miss any pieces. All right, let me pull in my white. All right, see, look how pretty that is. All right, I didn't miss any pieces. Now, here's the key. Putting the glue dots on. So I'm going to find my glue dots first. Where did I put them? There they are, hidden underneath of everything. All right. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to try using the dot of the flower. I'm thinking it might be better if I take my pieces and fold them and press down. There we go. All right, I'm gonna do this one here. And I did stick one up there. Where's it at? It's over here. And you don't really see it. So let me add a few more just because it's bent. All right. That one is empty. Grab another one. Okay, this has got a few on it. All right, I'm going to put one there. Just be careful because you don't want to rip your paper. Let's put one here. And I don't have, let's put one in there. All right. Now, to put this down, doesn't really matter if it's upside down, I can move it afterwards. I'm going to take and I'm going to line up my top, and I'm going to hold it in place and just kind of push it down. All right. See, that one may not have been dry fully when I pulled it across, so you have to be careful with that. All right. Let me look at the cover. All right, that's the way they have it on the cover. So I'm going to assume that's the right side up. All right. Now, I'm going to put this on. I hope I remember I flipped that. And you know what I'm going to do? I have some old retired gems, and I think I have some black ones in there. Let me see, because they're big. Well, I had these in my retired bin, and these aren't retired. Ooh, great size. I'm going to use those. They're not retired. I am so glad I found those. I had been searching everywhere for them because I wanted to use them several times. And I knew I had some left. It was like, where are they? These are my favorite gems. All right. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know how it ended up in that bin, but it did. All right. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Very simple, very plain. I may try some alcohol and see if I can get that off with alcohol. Don't know if it'll work. And a Q-tip, we'll find out. Okay. And I was able to take some alcohol and take some of it off. I didn't want to get too close to it, like I didn't hit up in there. I don't know if it's on the front or the back. Some of it might be on the back. I did try that front and back, didn't work. But don't forget, make sure you do the inside and the envelope to match. And just so you can see how much the vellum changes the ink. There it is, colored straight on the envelope, and there it is on the vellum. Thanks for joining me today. I have a couple more ideas, so make sure you come back and check it out. I appreciate your watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, use the button below, and sign up for my newsletter. If you would like to get this stamp set, I have the link in the information section below. Have a fabulous Friday. Bye.